Okay, and we're back. So we're back. Let's find the link so I can send it out. Videos. Live. Share. Copy link to my. Where's my phone out here? There it is, my phone. I have messages on my computer. When I get to the phone, blah, 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 blah. Ryan B. Send over the link. Cool. Okay, so we're trying. I mean, the 1080p is going to be good for football. That's fine and dandy. But we're trying to push this out as far as we can go with the camera in a stable environment. So we're gonna see how this looks. Yeah. So yeah. You can't hear me. What do you mean you can't hear me? I just set it up. Okay, back into live. Here we go. Okay, so we're back. I have that functioning. I have that functioning. I have that. Everything functions. So as long as everything talks to each other, we'll be okay. He says I look and sound great. That's a win. I'll take it. I will take the win. Everything talks to each other. Everything looks good. I can live with this. Now I just have to build the scenes, and I think we'll be okay. I have the scenes mainly built. But I'm gonna have to go into Canva and make like the lower thirds and this and that. And I think we'll be okay. So yeah, we're doing well. Yeah, for some reason I can't get the stream to go past 1080p. I don't know why. Because the camera runs 4K, 6K. So I don't know if I'm only able to do that on here or not. I'm not sure yet. So we'll figure it out. Take a drink of my tea. Good deal. Cool. So yeah, everything works. I especially like seeing the little monitor down here that I can if I actually have like two, three, or four HDMI plug-in cameras, I can plug them in here and I can see everything on this little monitor that I've got right here. I can see everything. So that'd be nice too. Once I get more invested in this and everything else. So yeah, not too shabby. I like it. Cool. So yeah, so this is what the setup will primarily be. Will be the Nikon Z8, and we'll use that for video and photography. And then the pre-game stuff, the post-game stuff, it'll all run through that, and then maybe also someone else's Canon C50. So it's an HDMI camera, but we'll see how that goes if he wants to let us use it. We're trying to keep the color science all the same. So whatever LUTs we like for this, we'll keep it going with that. But I think it's pretty solid so far. We have to keep in mind to keep these mics down on our shirts because as it was pointed out, it's loud, and I talk loud, so I have to do that too. But yeah, so yeah, I do too talk loud. So yeah, so let me explain what we've got going on here, so the people at home can follow what we have going on. Mind you, this is all testing hardware, testing equipment to make sure things work for the season. So we have a tripod. You have a Nikon auto brightness. The scene is changing. Do I have auto brightness? I don't think I do. Let's look at my stream. I don't see a difference. Angel, do you see a difference in the stream colors? Well, it is on auto ISO. All right, hang on. Let me change the ISO. Oh, it is on auto ISO. Hang on a minute. It is on auto ISO. Lovely. So it's showing everything in the camera. That's lovely. So we'll be right back. Technical difficulties. Okay, so we turn it to a different ISO and we'll see how that looks. Give it a little bit of a warm tone. So it's on a preset. This is what I use for inside the gym, so maybe that preset will take care of that, hopefully, because the ISO is definitely on. It's nice to have people that I can talk to about this and they understand what's going on. Because with like the face cam, because like with something like this, you don't have to worry about that. Something auto is still changing. Okay, so let's try that. I turn the auto ISO off. I'm not used to that because normally I don't have auto ISO on when I shoot pictures, so hopefully that fixed it. Hopefully that will fix it. But yeah, so yeah, we have fairly good setup. It's really robust. Change your airplane as soon as you fix it, it'll be obvious. Okay. And I can, it's also nice, I can see the comments right here and I can, boom, it'll tell me immediately what people are talking about. Yeah, nice little robust setup. I like it a lot. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun year. We're still waiting on the major part of the funding, which Monday we'll have a more discussion about that Monday. It'll be nice. Get everything set and ready to go and everything else. So still changing. Well, what we do, we ask our buddy, we ask our buddies Chat GPT. We'll ask our buddies. I am in manual mode. Hmm. Blame them. I do actually have an LED light in there. I have one over here in my lamp. No, no. I don't need advice. If we can make it better, we can make it better. We want this to be perfect. So, but yeah, no, I do have an LED light in my corner over here that's currently giving off light. No, you never make problems. So that maybe that's it too, because I can now see it. Yeah, because I'm using LED lights down here. That maybe is possibly because what's giving a flicker. I think it's flicker. I think it's flicker he's talking about. Flicker's annoying. Don't like flicker because that's one of the bigger problems I run into on the field when I'm doing video at nighttime under lights like that. Like especially like halogens, LEDs on a football field, things like that. You do get a lot of flicker, so that may be changing it too. It's probably the flicker is probably what it is. Yeah, it's rolling flicker because I can see it now. Are the bars rolling up? It's flicker. So how the mirrorless cameras work, at least the higher end ones, you can combat it a little bit, um, but unfortunately, because of how the lights are and how the mirrorless runs, um, more or less it's running on a chip. How it used to go, like their normal DSLRs. Yeah, yeah. How the normal DSLR, the old school DSLRs, you could get away with doing that. You would still capture flicker, but if you're between like the 40, if you're between like the 30 and the 30 down in the main part of the field, you're fine. But since you go to mirrorless, flicker becomes even more prevalent because, as Ryan said, is rolling bars. Now, if you're on a completely LED field, it's not so much of a problem. But monitor one and monitor two they're not calibrated correctly, and neither is that light from Walmart, that light bulb. So what it's doing is you have rolling flicker as it goes on. And it's probably in the videos and anything anyone does. The problem being with this is because we're recording this onto a card. We're not running like $20,000 television camera equipment, and those games are being played under LED lights that have been calibrated for those TV cameras, or it's during the daytime. Daytime is not prevalent at all. It's not even worry about it. But nighttime, during this kind of situation, we do worry about it. Yeah, it's a wide, fat, rolling bar. So that'll be an interesting problem to overcome during the start of the season. Now, during the daylight, it won't be such a problem because with sunlight, we won't have that to worry about. But yeah, let me see if I can't change out flicker mode. Okay, we're at 60 hertz and we'll see if that does anything. I need new monitors. Well, if the sponsorship money comes in, that's what we intend on doing. We've done a lot of business talk in the last week and a half for what we need, what we don't need. So we'll see if that's in the budget for that. We talked to, huh? All right, I love you. Night, kid. We've had a lot of business talks within the last 2 3 weeks about what needs upgraded, what doesn't need upgraded, what needs to be started, what doesn't need to be a certain key point. Um, right now, the monitors for Insight are not on the budget. I never thought of that. Give me a second. Let me check that. Camera's too much of a high end not to have a solution. Tell me about it. I wonder if it's in the ATEM too. I wonder. Hmm. Yeah, we'll figure this out. It's slow going, but we'll figure it out. uh, just because I'm so used to Flickr, it drives me insane sometimes too. But I know exactly what he's talking about. If I had an overhead light, that'd be one thing, but I don't have an overhead light. I have one lamp down here, and that's it. Yeah, it's down here in the basement. We got one lamp. No, eventually, like I said, we'll go out when we come the garage out. We'll make that into a studio to where we can have proper lighting, controlled lighting, and this won't be an issue at that point. But for the meantime, this is what we have. This is what we have to work with. I did, sir. I did do that. Now the funny thing is, when I'm looking at on my monitor for the outfeed on my, they look clear as day. So it's weird. Yeah, on when I'm looking at on this, it shows that shows all the cow the so I can get it in here or not. Come on. Yeah, this shows it clear as day. I'll bet you I know what it is. I'll bet you. Give me a second. I'll bet you. See, that doesn't do anything. I'm curious now. I'll bet you. But once we because nope, didn't fix it. All right, because I know the ATEM keyboard, the lights flicker like this, like really bad. I can't give someone a seizure. Yeah, it's worth a shot. Yeah, it's the damnedest thing ever. But yeah, no. Once we get the garage cleaned out, we can have controlled lighting in there. We'll have our talks in there. We'll have Ryan come out and he can help with the lighting and selling everything else like that too. Get proper power out there and everything else. So because I know he's looking for a new challenge. So we get him out here to help with install the lights and everything else and properly. I put the garage into a studio. Yeah, that'd be fun. Now see, he's got a good studio. He really does. This is the guy that um makes and edits the Mr. Upside Down videos on TikTok. Shout out to Mr. Upside Down on TikTok. Cali DTG shirts, and T-shirt Storm and Red Chapter. Shout out all to all of them. Sam Cat, great dude. I know he wants a new challenge, so yeah, you can come out to Ohio and we'll see if we can't give him a challenge for a new studio. But no, his studio is legit. Like it's all controlled lighting. Um, video. I don't think he has a video board now, but he's running Sony ZV-E10s, 2 or 3 of those, top-down cam and 2 side cams. It's legit, very nice. Yeah, controlled lighting, all LED. Dude don't skimp, so he knows what he's doing. That's why we trust him. Turn the LED lamp and see if it goes away. Okay. You mean like that? Because now I have no light source to focus on me. We'll get it figured out. It'll be a work in progress, but we'll get it figured out. It went away, yeah, because there's no lights on. That's why. It better go away because there's no light source. No, but once we get everything said and done and ready to roll, I think it'll be. Yeah, there's the LED. There's the LEDs from the ATEM. Well, you can still see me, so it's not rolling flicker anymore. So that's a win. I just need better lighting in here. Is all it is. Yep. See, because now The camera can pick it up because it's out of focus. It's on autofocus. But we'll see if we can't get something going and it'll pick me back up. Yeah, we're going to. Yeah, we'll get one. Because ideally what we'll do in the meantime is we'll get um, a light bar that goes across. I mean, I have LED lights. I do have those, but more of my studio spaces now is so cramped. Um, it's hard to set things up. Change the log, get a new light bar. I could probably do that. You know, come to think of it, those are daylight bulbs. Come to think of it, yes, they are daylight bulbs. The bulb in there is daylight. So we get an LED bulb that should hopefully take care of that at that point because I think it's speeding off the refresh rate for the daylight bulb. I think it's what it's doing. Yep, we can do that. Be an adventure, be a task for tomorrow though. Because maybe I can clean the garage out tomorrow and start setting up a proper studio in there tomorrow. Probably do that. Yeah. Call it the Mad Science Lab. I think that's what we'll call it. Absolutely. But no, it's not too shabby. I think it'll be all right. Absolutely. Okay, turn the light back on. It's definitely that one light. Yeah, it's going to be that one light because it's not LED, it's daylight. It's a it's a daylight bulb is what it is. Oh, and we're back with daylight with daylights. Yep, because I can see the bar on the other end going up and down. It's exactly what it is. It has been a bane of my existence on every football field I've ever shot on. it's it's a bane. But see, the problem is, see, like something like this, like the Elgato Facecam, they're calibrated to not have to worry about that. Which with a mirrorless, you got to worry about that. And even something like this DJI Action 4, great little camera. If you actually, I will recommend these over a GoPro any day of the week. These are great little cameras. We use these for the interview cameras. They were horizontal like this, and then Ryan, being Mr. Tech, said, hey, turn them vertically. So we did that, and it turned out the vertical views actually got more views. No, I know the rolling bars in the little monitor are not showing up at all. No, I don't see them turning up at all. Nope, nothing. Not a one. But yeah, anyhow, back to this. Yeah, because it's got a quarter screw on this side. So we turned it vertically, and we were getting more views on vertical content than we were horizontal content. And we just wrote the fact that people doom scroll. You're on reels and you're just scrolling, and you see something pulls up horizontally. You're not going to change your phone from this to this. No, you're going to keep it like this. So we did that, and because I could see the analytics, everything that was posted, we were getting 10 times more views of vertical content from that camera for interviews. So we're just going to keep it like that. And it worked out all last season. So we'll do that. So we have our little camera for that. This year we're doing something a wee bit different. um, to get better video. Um, we have a cage on that camera right now. So with the cage, it's a metal protection cage by Small Rig, and then this came with it. This is the handle that fits on top of the cage. Screws it down, and then this little piece right here is the mount for the field monitor that I can unscrew this and I can bend any way I need it to go. I wish I would, yeah, can bend it any way I need it to go to get a proper view and then lock it in place and it won't go anywhere. And that fits right on top of the rig itself. So that'll be nice because that goes right to the monitor. So I can even, hold it. I can, hold the camera down low and I can, have a clear view of what I need to do. And this is going to be a game changer as well. I like that idea too. So that'll be nice. But yeah, no, it just clips right onto the cage, screws it down, and away you go. And again, the workhorse of the day, the Beast. The Z the 7200 f2.8. No, it is not broke, but my finger tends to hit the manual focus button on the camera, so it kind of ruins shots from time to time. But no, it's still a beast. It still does its job wonderfully. I will say I will put this lens up against a Sigma or Nikon or anything like that. I love this lens. So it's a great lens. But no, that'll be the workhorse, for the season. So yeah, oh, looks like our camera battery died. Yep, camera battery died. So I will end this show so I can throw another battery in for tomorrow and charge it up and go from there. We'll see you all later. Have a good night.